fight and that he's not her boyfriend and that he then went and had lunch with his friends at Hooters. Just none of it really makes complete sense. Investigators suspect that AJ Ritchie is not telling the whole truth. But the question is why? And the other question was, where was he during this time? The individuals on the scene had identified the shooter as a man. Had he used her car? Did AJ Ritchie kill Jason Schaefer?
After questioning Devin Schreiner and AJ Ritchie, investigators believe one or both may be involved in the murder of Devin's ex-boyfriend, Jason Schaefer.
We were going to follow up on AJ's alibi, having lunch at that Hooters up in Loveland. He told investigator Lucas that he had lunch at Hooters at 12:30.
There is video footage of AJ Ritchie having lunch at Hooters at the exact time of the shooting. So AJ Ritchie couldn't have been the shooter. His alibi was airtight.
While AJ's alibi checks out, police are still suspicious of the inconsistencies in his version of events and Devin's.
We had search warrants for cell phone companies because we wanted to get additional information as far as the locations for AJ and Devin. We got the location data back for Devin and AJ's phones fairly quickly. We saw that on the day of the murder, both Devin and AJ began their morning up at Devin's residence. Shortly before Devin's shift began, they both then traveled over to the Loveland post office.
The cell records show from the Loveland post office, Devin and AJ then go their separate ways, with Devin's phone traveling along her mail route all morning, just as she explained to police.
In examining AJ's records, we noticed an anomaly. We had GPS data from Jason's postal scanner showing him on his mail route, and we overlaid that with the cell phone location information from AJ's phone. And in watching that, it's almost scary. AJ was on top of Jason almost the entire mail route. It looked like AJ had been waiting for Jason's mail truck to leave the post office that morning. And then AJ followed him all around for 2 to 3 hours. At about 12 p.m., the first thing that AJ did after leaving the neighborhood in Longmont was he bolted up to the Hooters in Loveland, where he was on camera with his buddies in Loveland at the time that Jason was being shot.
At this point,